Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my monthly update for the Panners Pan. This is a project that was created by Elizabeth, who is Shiny Happy Pans over on Instagram. She created this Project Pan idea, which was based around Project Panners shouting out Project Panners. And so by picking products and linking them to our favorite Project Panners, we are able to spread the word about other Project Panners out there. So if you look in my description box, I will have a link to either the Instagram account or the YouTube channel of every Project Panner I've talked about so far in this project. And if there's a little check mark by their name, it means that I've met my goal for the product that was linked to that person already. So I'm not talking about that person from month to month, but they're still listed in my description box. Of course, by now, most of you know that I made this project even more challenging by making it a progressive. So every month, whether I meet a goal on a product or not, I roll in another product for another Project Panner, because guess what? I own a lot of products and I know a lot of Project Panners, and I'm a super slow Project Panner. So it only made sense that I just try to ramp it up by bringing in as much product as possible so that I could shout out a lot of Project Panners. So it's been getting a little scary at times around here. My number's been quite high. Currently, I've been working on, Currently, I've been working on 22 products in this project. It was supposed to be 10, so that number has climbed quite a bit. I am happy to report that I have met my goal on an item. So this number won't be going up this month. We'll be staying at 22. And I do have some really good prospects for some empties for next month. I might have 2 goals met by next month, which is so exciting. But let's talk about the goal that I hit for this month. The goal that I hit for this month is from my MAC Studio Finish Concealer. I put this concealer in this project for 2 people. That is Steph Lyons and Delyn from Outward Processing. They are the co-creators of the Partners in Cream project, so I figured I'd bring in a cream product to represent them and their project. And I set the goal of creating a pathway from the center where I already had pan all the way to the sidewall and up to the top. And I did it, finally. It took a very, very long time. It is going to take me the rest of my life to finish off this entire container of product. Now, I'm still a little confused about what MAC is doing. I have heard several rumors from several different sources that MAC is going to be discontinuing their Back to MAC program. Now, I have confirmed that that is the case for the UK and New Zealand, but I'm not sure if that's worldwide or not. I haven't seen anything in the US that confirms that or not, but I am preparing myself mentally for the Back to MAC program to be ending in the US as well on March 31st. If any of you have any documentation from MAC directly stating that they're ending it in the US, please DM it to me over on Instagram because I'd really appreciate it. But in the event that Back to MAC is ending, I looked at this product and thought, I know what I can do. I can scrape all this remaining product out of this pot, stick it in some other container, and Back to MAC this packaging, because this could be, 1/6 of the way towards a brand new MAC lipstick. And then I remembered that I really, really like to have my empties when I finish products to show them off in my Instagram photos and my empties videos. So I don't know if I could do that, but I have been thinking about doing that now that I met my goal on this product for this project. So I think I need to confirm that Back to the MAC in the US is ending on March 31st, and then I could make a better decision about whether I want to do that. But I have thought about just digging all this product out, sticking it in a jar, and Back to MACing this packaging. So let me know what you guys know about that, because the last post I got was from Lauren from Beauty Nook by Lauren, but it was from the link was from a New Zealand website. So then I went to MAC's website in the US and it didn't say anything, but I know they're not really talking about it publicly, and that was about a month ago. So let me know what you guys know. So if I didn't make it clear, this MAC concealer is rolling out of this project. I still have a long way to go before I finish it, and I'm probably going to keep this around at least until it starts getting warmer. As far as the product, I'll probably keep this in my bathroom because this is a great under eye concealer as I start to get a little bit more color to my skin. Right now it's a little bit too dark and I really like to use it like around my nose for discoloration. But this is an amazing concealer and it plays really well with the Edward Best concealer I'm working on. So I'll probably leave this in the bathroom, but it will be out of this project as of today. So every month I try to pick 3 focus products, and that's just 3 products to give myself a little bit more focused attention throughout the month, because with 22 products in this project now, I can get lost. The products can get lost. I forget about them. But if I at least focus on the focus products, I know I'm getting somewhere. And I did pretty well with all of them, although one of them, I can't show it. The first focus product I put in for last month is my trio from Total Intensity in Fantasia. This product is in this project for Morgan, who is Lippy Lover Pans. Lippy Lover Pans? Yep, Lippy Lover Pans. And I have a usage goal on this product. My goal is to use these top 2 shades 9 times each and this bottom shade 14 times each. And my goal for last month was to hit the 9 use mark on this dark brown shade. And I did it. I hit the 9 use mark on this dark brown shade. I did also use this pink shadow once, bringing my usage up to 3. And I am still at 2 uses with this kind of duochrome green shade down there. But I do think one of those uses came over this past month. So I'm very happy with that. I'm glad I'm 1/3 of the way, well, a little bit over 1/3 of the way through hitting my goal on this product. I've been doing a lot of neutral looks this year, and so it was easy to throw this brown in with the neutral looks that I've been wearing. The only problem was that I have a brown very similar to this in my Pan That palette. So for those 9 uses, I wasn't able to make any progress towards my Pan That palette brown shadow, but you know, it's worked out and I'm really happy to have hit my usage goal on this one this past month. My next focus product was NARS Rikugian, which is in this product for Rebecca S. She is panning and stuff over on Instagram. She used to be panning and stuff on YouTube too, but she's just Rebecca S over on YouTube. But I'm sure you all know who I'm talking about. And I just wanted to make some good progress on this over the past month. And I did. I had a really good month with this pencil. I am now keeping this pencil in my purse and trying to reach for it more than I was reaching for it when it was in the bathroom. But I think you can see there, that's a pretty good progress line for me compared to the other months. And I'm almost due for another sharpening. I think I might have one more use before I have to sharpen it again. But if you use it, it does go quickly. I mean, it's a pretty soft pencil and you do have to sharpen it, you know, pretty regularly. I mean, I feel like maybe I get 5 wears and then I have to sharpen it. I don't love that lip crayon on its own, but I have found that I like it a lot more with a couple of other products on top of it, one being a Neutrogena color stick that I have in my Beauty A to Z project. The other one being my third focus item, which is this ColourPop lip gloss in Curvy. I put a little bit of this on top of the NARS Rikugian and I like it much better. I also tend to put this on when I get out of work and I'm driving home. I like to put something on my lips so that I'm not like, you know, driving home with dry lips. I don't know. I have had this sitting up for the last hour or so, but sadly, that's not enough time for it to settle. Last month, I had these huge gaping windows to show off, and this month, I can't show you anything. The windows are all gone again, but I have been using this quite a bit. I'm nowhere near being ready to take the stopper out or anything. I'm still getting a load of product out every time I pull the wand out. No problem there. So I'm going to keep working on it, but I wish it would have settled enough for me to show off some big windows, but that's not the case today. And I have to get this filmed. Okay, so that leaves a whole bunch of products, like 18 more products to run through and talk about progress. I'm very happy. I do feel like aside from one product, I used everything a few times this past month, at least once. two products I didn't use this past month, but everything else has been getting some use. So I'm very happy with that. First of all, I'm still working on my lip pencil in BFF. This is in this project for Elizabeth, who is the creator of this project, Shiny Happy Pans. And one of the biggest complaints I've had about this lip pencil is the shade. I just don't feel like it really does much for me. I don't know what's changed. I feel like maybe it's just the time of year where I'm at my absolute palest. I probably don't get any more pale than, you know, February. The sun is starting to come out a little bit more already. We're all noticing that the daylight is coming out a little bit earlier, and nightfall isn't coming quite as early as it has been. So the days are going to start getting a little bit longer, and the sun will start coming out more, but I'm pretty pale right now, and this pencil is finally working for me. I don't know why. I need to be at my absolute palest to make this pencil work, but I've been wearing it a lot lately, and it's not so bad. It's not so bad. So I do have a little bit of progress to show off. Not much, kind of comparable to most of the other months, but I'm just happy to make another line, as always. Whenever I can make a new line, I'm happy. So that's good. Up next is my Looksy Beauty eyeshadow single in the shade Halo. This is in here for Alex. She's Alejandra Lisette over on her channel. And my goal is to hit pan on this little single shadow right here. I did use this once over the past month, but that's it. So no real progress, but I'm really happy I used it at least once. I mean, there's been a lot of months where I didn't get around to this at all. So one use is, I'll take it. Next is my Maybelline Color Tattoo Eye Chrome in the shade Fool's Gold. This is in here for Rebecca Morgan and Jocelyn Claire. This might be one of the two products that I didn't use at all over the past month. I don't remember reaching for this. I just haven't been wearing a lot of green at all lately. I don't know why. I have not been wearing a lot of green, and I have a lot of colored eye bases that I'm splitting my time between, and this one seems to just always get the shaft. It's a decent eye base. It doesn't stand alone very well, but it's a nice eye base. But I'm working on so many other eye bases that I just don't reach for this, sadly. My goal is to finish it completely. Whew. My next item is this nail polish in Sugar Plum Fairy by Julie G. This is in here for Mariella, and I am in a groove. I know my nails aren't painted right now, but I swear I'm in a groove. I have finally settled on using this every other manicure, and it's working for me. It's not the most efficient way to pan a polish. Just plowing through and using it every single manicure is without a doubt the most efficient way to pan a polish, but I was dealing with major burnout. I don't like the textured polish. It's a very dark color that I don't always want to reach for. So what I've been doing is using this polish every other manicure. That is a tip I learned from Sophia Alexander, and it's been working for me. It's been working so well. So I do a manicure with this, and then I choose anything I want, whatever I want. And then I do a manicure with this, and then I choose something else. Luckily, I'm not panning a lot of polishes right now, so I've been having fun playing around with my Shop My Stash polishes for the season. But even though I'm only using this every other manicure, I am down to here. So I am finally below the halfway point. I don't know if you could see it, but it's kind of like right there. I've added thinner into this a whole bunch of times. It's at a pretty good consistency right now, so that's good. I just took this off my nails a few days ago, so my next mani is not going to be with this, but then after that I will paint my nails with this again. This does last really well. I can get 5 solid days from my manicure with this without like barely any chipping. And so it's a good polish in that sense. I just don't always want to reach for a dark purple polish. It's kind of specific, and I've been having a lot of fun playing around with my seasonal Shop My Stash polishes. I've also definitely been thinking about like, what can I mix this into? Like, what polishes can I drop a couple drops of this into and just make it go away? And I can't do that yet, but I'm definitely thinking like this bottle needs to go. So I'm tempted to see about what other polishes I can dump this into. But I don't have a lot of glittery textured polishes that I can split this with. So it's not like a typical polish where I can just, you know, mix it in with something and you barely even notice it. This is pretty noticeable. I've also thought about adding some other polishes into this bottle to lighten it or to change it up in some way, but honestly, I'm not leaning towards that idea because I kind of just want to finish this off and get it out. But I think I might finish this year, and that is very, very exciting. If I can keep this going, this will definitely be an empty this year, and yeah, very happy about that. Next is my Jante Blue eyeliner in Electric Blue. I have this in this project for Alexi. I wasn't able to make a new line for this past month. I didn't reach for this a whole lot. I am wearing it today as my eyeliner, but I did put in another like dark blue blurple kind of eyeliner into another project this year. And so I've been splitting my time between the two, and I haven't been using this as much, but they're not the same color. They're very different, but they're both in the blue family. So, and that one stays much better in my waterline. So they both have a place and a role in my makeup routine, but not always at the same time. So I wasn't able to make a new mark on this, but I'll keep working on it. For Elizabeth with an S, I have my Just Peachy Mattes palette. I'm trying to hit pan on Peach Punch. I did use this once over the past month. Doesn't really, I feel like there is the subtlest little dip going, but it is subtle. I don't think it can really even pick up on the camera. You see that little dip right there? I don't know. I don't know if it's even picking up at all. I will keep working on it. My goal is to hit pan. For Linda from Linda Loves Life, I have my Lancome Juicy Tubes in the shade Desert. It doesn't look like it, but I've been reaching for this quite a bit over the past month. I've been tending to put this on in the morning times after I brush my teeth. I did incorporate a new lip oil into my project panning routine. And so I tend to put the lip oil on at night before I go to bed. And I tend to put this on in the morning after I brush my teeth. I'm kind of down around the words Paris, right under the word Lancome right there. That's where I'm down to. And I was right over the bottom half of the word Lancome before. So it's a little bit lower on this side and it's a little bit higher on this side, but that's overall where I'm at. It would be great to get down to this rose, but I don't know. A little bit goes a long way. This is a very thick gloss, and I have been wearing this occasionally on top of the BFF lip liner. They're a good match for each other. I'm trying to really figure out combinations of ways that I could like pair these two products up together, and this on top of the BFF lip liner is a good combination. For Jessica Payne, I have my Modern Renaissance palette. Every time I drop that brush. I still do not have pan showing. My goal is not to hit pan on this palette in this project, but I would love to hit pan on this palette in this project. My goal is to use this a total of 34 times. And as of right now, I'm at 20 uses. That's good. I'm very happy with that. I'm happy to finally be at 20. So I have 14 more uses to go. I do have a dip going in Vermeer, which is the one that I think I'm the most likely to hit pan on. When I first bought this palette, my go-to was Love Letter and Vermeer. I mean, those two are basically the entire reason I bought this palette. And of course, you can't just buy a whole palette for $44 or $42 and only use 2 shades. So over the years, I've experimented with the other shades and I found looks that I like. I just recently kind of discovered that I don't mind warm taupe nearly as much as I thought I would. But over the past month, I went back to Love Letter and Vermeer and I fell in love with those two all over again. I just think they work so well together and they're really pretty, and I just really like them. So maybe I'll just ride this out and keep using those two together and see if I could hit pan and Vermeer sometime in the next 14 uses. I do tend to apply it with my fingers, so I'm covering a large surface area. It's not like a pinpointed attack, but I'm just really glad to be working on this palette. It's a good palette. For Rania, I have my Wet n Wild Baked blush in Don't Flutter Yourself. I'm wearing it today as my highlight, but this is probably the first time I've worn it all month and maybe in a few months. I don't remember really wearing this very much. My goal is to wear away the hummingbird on the pan, but I think you could still see him there. So I'm going to keep working at it. But yeah, this is a super fun highlighter. I'm surprised I can pull it off as a highlighter at this time of year. But yeah, I just have to be very light-handed with it. And I feel like I can kind of make it work. For Christina Chang, I have my Maybelline lipstick in Warm Me Up. I love this shade. It's a great shade. I was able to make a new line for this month, which is always exciting. That doesn't always happen. This has been in this project for a long time, and I've only been able to make a new line 3 times. I don't know why that's not, there we go. Come on, line up right. Okay. That's where we are right there. It's higher than that. I don't know why it looks so low. Oh, there we go. Is that it? Okay. It's not quite lining up right, but I'm pretty sure the line on my paper is accurate. But I was able to make a new mark this month. I will keep working on it. My goal is to finish it. I like to make lofty goals in this project because I want to do justice for these project panners who are amazing, but I'm very slow at panning lip products. The next product I want to talk about is my ColourPop and My Little Pony palette. I have been reaching for this quite a bit over the past month. I have 2 shades in here that I'm trying to hit pan on for 2 different project panners. The first one is this one here, which is for Beth from Beth's Makeup Diary. And the second one is this one up here, which is for Courtney from Triggy 3. I am wearing this one today in my crease for this eye look. I've also been pairing this with the shimmery pink in my Too Faced Razzle Dazzle Berry palette, which is in my Pan in Every palette project. There's some great, nice, dusty pink shades in that palette that I can use to create a whole eye look. But in an attempt to make progress on this shade as well, I'm trying to pair the 2 together as much as possible so that I can make progress on both pans. It makes sense. I know it's kind of obvious, but sometimes I just want to work with one palette and it's just convenient. But I'm trying to force myself to pull this out, put this in my crease, pull the Razzle Dazzle palette out, put it on my lid, and create a full eye look using the 2 palettes. I've also found a way to really make this shadow work with another shade that's in this project. So I'll be talking about that in just a minute. But I did get a couple uses with this shade up here, which I think is called Blossom, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's called Blossom. So I did use this a few times. It's not a shade that I love. I was really putting myself out of my comfort zone when I threw this shade into this palette. It's a shade that looks amazing on Courtney, but I feel like I can't really pull off that kind of warm, orangey golden shade. But I feel like with this other shadow, it's working much better and I'm enjoying it a lot more. So I did get a couple uses out of both of these over the past month, but no pan, barely a dip. Maybe you could see a little bit of a dip starting in the Flutterby shade. Maybe. For Cana, I have my Purple Ashes highlighter from Wet n Wild. This is the other product I'm pretty sure I didn't use over the past month. My goal is to hit pan somewhere on here, and I'm a long, long way from that. Yeah. I have a lot of highlighters that I'm working on this year, so that one's way down at the bottom of the pile. I'm really excited about this next product because I think it's going to be a goner for next month's update, and I'm really looking forward to it. This product is in this project for Amy and Kim, and it is my Pixie Color Corrector or Correction Concentrate in Brightening Peach, and this is all I have left. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, this next product is a shade from my Master palette by Mario. I put this in this project for Shanrell from Shanrell's Stash, and it is the shade Isabelle, which is right here. And this is the shade that has been working so well with a couple different eyeshadows in this project. Let me swatch them for you. I should really do some swatches, but I've been using this Isabelle in my like crease and transition area of my eye. It's just a nice kind of orangey brown. I thought it was more of a orange shade, but really it's a brown with a little bit of orange in it. But there it is right there. Obviously I still have a long way to go before hitting pan on that. Let me not skip over that fact, but I'm going to keep working on that one. Here is the shade from the My Little Pony palette. And so I put the ABH shade all over my crease and transition area, and I popped that Color Pop shade on top of it, on top of my eyelid. It makes a really pretty combination. I really have been enjoying it. And then I'm going to skip down to Tori, because the product I have in here for Tori is my Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. And the shadow in here also has been working really well with this ABH shadow. And that is Sheba. This one right here. Again, my goal is to hit pan. I've only used it a few times, so no pan yet. But it's another good pairing with this Isabelle shade from the ABH palette. I'll put it on this side. There it is right there. So I've been pairing that ABH shade with both of these shadows, and I'm very happy with the results. So it feels great to be combining two products for like one eye look to make the most progress possible, because I am panning so much eyeshadow right now. Even though it's a lot less than I was panning last year, it's still a lot. And so I'm trying to consolidate the amount of eye looks that I'm working on and make the most progress that I can. Now let me go back to Jamie. For Jamie, I brought in this foaming body scrub from Onyx Bathhouse. And my goal is to finish it. I've made some good progress. I am now splitting my time between this and a body wash, so I'm not using it every single day like I was, but I'm still pretty confident I could finish it possibly by next month's update, but definitely 2 months after that. I've used up, I just got a whiff of wild mint. I really like this product a lot. But yeah, we're really getting down there. I think it's even lower than it looks on the sides. When you look in there, I think I'm getting pretty close to the bottom. So I'm guessing it's like right around here. I'm going to keep working on it. I love this product. Somebody recently sent me a DM on Instagram letting me know that JD Glow, I think it's JD Glow, is now making foaming bath scrubs too. And they have one that is like red and white. I can't remember what the scent is. Cherry, strawberry, something that sounds amazing. Right now, I don't have plans to buy that, but it's always encouraging to know that these foaming bath scrubs are still around. And the last product rolling over for another month is the product that just rolled in at last month's update, and that is this blush here. This was brought in for Rose, because it's a flower blush. And I have used this quite a bit, not exclusively. I was working on another blush in Project 10 Uses, which rolled out of that project. And I have since brought in another blush into Pan in Every palette. So I am splitting my time between this and another blush, but I have been using this a ton. I can't remember exactly what goal I set on this. It was probably just to hit pan. But with this being the kind of like baked, domed product that it is, by the time I hit pan, I will have used a good portion of the blush up anyways. But I have used this quite a bit. I'm wearing it today. It is just a really pretty, like fresh. I'm gonna really enjoy this in the springtime, even though I'm enjoying it now in the middle of winter. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've panned like a cool tone shimmery pink blush, and I've really, really been enjoying it. I forgot how much I liked these kind of just straight up pink blushes. I've been doing a lot of nudes, peaches, or pinky nudes, or pinky peaches, but this is the first time in a long time I've worked on just a straight up pink, and it's really nice. I like it a lot. Okay, now is the time I'm going to talk about the product I'm bringing in this month and who it's for. The new product that I'm rolling in for this month is for Tanya. Her channel name is Irreverent Beauty, and I think that's her Instagram account name as well too. I will have it linked down below as per usual. But she has a lot in common with me. I think that we have a lot in common as far as our history of makeup shopping. I think we probably developed an interest in makeup shopping at around the same time, and we have a lot of parallels between our categories. Although her makeup style is very different than mine, she's definitely willing to be more bold, and she'll wear a lot more like unusual lip colors than I do. But we have a lot of the same products, despite the fact that our makeup styles are quite different from each other. And very often I show a product and be like, oh yeah, I had that, or I used to have that, or I have that. And I'm like, of course you do. There's just certain people that I know, like we've all been shopping for the same time at the same places. Jessica Lee's another one of them. She's also currently doing her own makeup inventory on Instagram. So she's commiserating with me on that as well, because I'm currently posting my makeup inventory on Instagram. And I think she is getting a good idea of how much work it is to organize everything, to lay it all out, to get a picture of it, to compare it to the previous year's picture. And then of course, once you go through all that trouble, you find one lipstick you forgot to include in the photo, or one eyeshadow you forgot to include in the photo, and then you got to redo it all. So she's really seeing what it is to do a makeup inventory and how much work it is, especially that first time. That first time is the worst. But I think I'm kind of getting it down pat after all these years, but she's kind of going through the struggles of it right now. But in honor of Tanya, I've decided to bring in a lipstick from a brand new category that I never had an inventory for before. And now all of a sudden, a new category has sprung up in my inventory, and that is lip gloss sticks. So in honor of Tanya, I am bringing in my Marc Jacobs High Shine Lip Gloss Stick in the shade Wet Your Lips. Enamored Hydrating Lip Gloss Stick. Enamored Hydrating Lip Gloss Stick. So, yeah, I never had a lip gloss stick before 2 years ago, and now I have 7. So, in honor of Tanya and her makeup inventory, I am bringing in this lipstick. All right, we're almost done. The only thing left to do is for me to show you what my 3 focus products are going to be for this next month. Okay, I have my 3 focus products for next month. The first product is going to be my Modern Renaissance palette again. I have chosen this as a focus product in the past, but with Valentine's Day being right around the corner, I just want to reach for Love Letter and Vermeer every day over the next week. I don't know if I'll do that or not, but I'd like to encourage myself to do that by making this a focus product. When I'm working on this palette, I use this palette exclusively. I don't mix this palette with anything else. I want to create entire eye looks using this palette. And so, yeah, I'm hoping to get maybe 5 more uses with this palette over the next month. I need 10 more to meet my goal, right? No, I need 14 more to meet my goal. So half of 14 is 7. Oh, can I get 7 more uses in the next month? That would be lofty, but if I can get 7 more uses, that would also be amazing. Maybe I'll aim for using this 7 times over the next month. And the next 2 focus products go together quite well. They are the lip liner and the lip gloss. This is my BFF from ColourPop, and this is Desert from the Lancome Juicy Tubes line. Like I said earlier, they do pair well together, and I would like to make some good noticeable progress on this over the next month. I do line my entire lips with this pencil often, and so that's my plan, is to maybe get down to the flower for the Juicy Tubes and make some nice noticeable progress on this pencil over the next month. So those are my 3 focus products, and I'm very excited. I might also try pairing these 2 together as well and see how that works out, because I definitely would like to get some use on this one as well. Unfortunately, there is no way for me to measure progress on this. There's no way to roll it down, and if I roll it up too much, it won't roll back down. So this is just gonna be one of those products that when it's gone, it's gone. But yeah, I'm hoping to get some use on this and get started on it, but it's not gonna be a focus product for this month. So that is everything, you guys. I feel like I've been rambling for a long time. Hopefully I can edit this video down quite a bit. Everybody will be linked down below. I hope you check them out and give them a follow if you enjoy their content as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. One of those people.
I did a big pee.
Wonderful. I'm so glad you did a big pee.